I have watched thousands of hours of market research. I've watched hundreds of different artists go to markets and sell. And there's those videos that's like, if you want to sell stuff, make this list. Don't make that list. Hi again. I'm Fathom, and I'm the founder of Other Fiber Creations. I probably did that backwards. And today, we're just going to have a fun little time. I'm doing some market prep, but we're going to make it into a challenge because I can. So I have this skein of Bernat Blanket Perfect Phasing. It is in the color Deep Black. It goes from deep black to this like off-white that's a little bit cool toned. I want to see how many chickens I can make out of this. That's literally the premise of the video. I want to make some more chickens because I only have 2 of my little birds left for markets, and so I thought I'd make it fun. I always forget to turn down the screen reflection. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I make all sorts of weird things around here. I make whatever crosses my mind, and I talk about my market and my business. Markets. Blah, 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 blah. I'm tired today. Can you tell? I'm pulling up the pattern now to tell you who the pattern's by, because I feel like that's important, that I give credit. This pattern is by the Cozy Stitch. It is the Cozy Stitch Chubby Chicken Birdie Buddy pattern. So many words. This pattern is cute. It calls for Bernat blanket yarn. They use ivory tweed. I am not doing that. It also calls for red and gold, which I have in my yarn stash. We'll get to that eventually. For now, though, we have the skein. My plan is I'm going to crochet body, wings on body, body, wings on body. Because I want the gradient to look natural and not the wings to be a totally different color if I make a bunch of bodies and then go back and do the wings. So yeah, I'm going to be using a 6mm hook, which is what this microphone is on currently. And I use 16mm safety eyes. The original pattern calls for 12mm, but I'm bad at following directions, so we're going to do 16 because that's what I have. And it's better to make something with what you have than to go out and buy something new for no reason. And yeah, that's literally the premise of the video. So I'm going to go get started, and I'll check in with you in a bit, depending on how far along I am on this and when my workday ends, because I'm starting this near the end of my workday. Because why not? Pew pew pew. It has been about an hour and a half. I had a snack and I worked for a bit. It's the end of my workday, so let me show you what I have so far. I have 1 completed chicken body with wings. This is the darkest one we're going to get. I like it. I feel like if I did it right, it'd be like a little crow. Very cute. I need to weave in the ends and the wings. And then I have the first 5 rows of a second one done. Looking at the skein, or cake rather, we have this much left. To give you a better idea, since it's so dark in the center, my tiny wrist can fit into it. So here's how much we've used about, so you can see a little better. For now, I might work a little bit more tonight on this. We'll see. Probably going to work on some clothing because I've been doing that in the evenings. Bigger projects make me feel good. And then we'll see where we get to tomorrow. While I'm working, I have been watching from, what's her name? Michaela. I've been watching her play the Phoenix Wright series. She is a real lawyer. I love her energy. I love her vibes. If she ever sees this somehow, I doubt it. If she ever does, your work keeps me company and gets me through to my markets a lot of the time. I'm on, let me look at the name of this. So the name of the video I'm on currently, in the last 15 minutes of it, Real Lawyer Reacts to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Episode 4, Day 2-1, Trial, Farewell My Turnabout. Long title. Basically, Justice for All is the second game in the Ace Attorney series. She is on the 4th episode of this case, but it's the second day, the first part of the trial. If you don't know Phoenix Wright, you're not going to know what I'm talking about placement-wise, but basically, the longest a trial is 3 days, and trials for some cases are part former and part latter, so 2-1 is second day of the whole thing, we are in the former part of the trial that day. I'm really enjoying it. My boy Edgeworth is back. I love Edgeworth. I'm very excited to have Edgeworth back. Yeah. So I've just been sitting, cruising, watching it, enjoying the vibes, and I'm probably going to continue to do that, despite it being the end of my workday, just because I enjoy watching it. I will get back to work when I get back to work, and I will check in with you guys at some point tomorrow. Yay. I want you to know I pressed start on filming, and they started mowing literal seconds afterwards, because of course they did. I hope you can hear that so you can understand what I'm going through. It's been on and off all day, and every time I've gone to film something, it's been quiet until I press film, and then they start like seconds after I start filming. It's like they have something out for me, and that's why I'm going ahead and filming this. I know for a fact I'm going to stop filming, and they're going to shut up. We're trying this again, because I was right. I stopped filming, and suddenly the sound stopped, because of course it did. You guys couldn't really hear it in your footage. I could, and it was annoying me, and so I'm doing this again. Currently, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2/3 chicken. You can definitely see a difference in color between the first one I made, which matches my shirt, and the one I'm currently working on. The gradient is putting in work. I started filming this video around this time yesterday, so it's been about 24 hours since I started. I've also done like 5 loads of laundry and some dishes, which is part of why it's only 4 full chicken bodies. That, and I'm so tired. I keep hitting a wall, and I don't know why, but here I am, pushing through. Some days, there are days where it feels easy to craft, where I love the work and I have so much creativity and I want to make a metric butt ton of stuff, and I crank out like 10 plushies in a day. This is not one of those days. And that's okay, because that's part of running a business. As for where we are in our cake of yarn, I rewound it yesterday because it was starting to cave in on itself, which is a no bueno because it was going to start tangling as I worked. So here's where we are now. You can see that it is much smaller than it was yesterday, and I feel pretty good about that. You can see the bumps on my arm. Ignore them. For now, I am going to start getting back to work and stop procrastinating words. I can hear them starting the mowers again. And so that's probably a good sign for me to stop talking. And I will check in with you all probably tomorrow when we see how far I've gotten then. Hopefully farther than I am now, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Pew pew pew. Okay, I am tired. I am in sweatpants and a hoodie because it's one of those days, and we're just going to go with it because we can. I have finished all of the chickens, kind of. So, this is all we have left of our original cake of yarn. I feel pretty good stopping there. I don't think this is enough for a chicken. If it is, I'm shocked and stunned. But this is going to go into my scrap to buy pile after I finish filming this, of course. So, the question of how many can I make from that cake is pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The answer is 10. There are so many gosh darn chicken bodies that I am sorting through. If my voice sounds scratchy, it's because I dealt with cats last night after watching my ex's niece, and that makes my voice get scratchy. Anyways, Right now, for each of these little chimkins, what we have left is adding feet, a beak, and the crown. That's what I've been calling it. I'm gonna look up what is it called on a chicken. A comb. It's called a comb, not a crown. I have the combs to make. Oh my god. I am so tired. I pulled out some random Bernat blanket from my stash for this. I pulled out this gold color to use for the beak and the feet of each one. And then I have a bright red. But I decided not to do that because I feel like these dark colored ones are a little bit more gothic. And so I thought having this fun darker red would be more on theme somehow. I'm going to try it, and if I don't like it, I have like a pure red sitting on the other end of the couch I can grab and use that instead. We are in the home stretch, and then I will put these all into my market prep bin, and it'll be good to go. And then I'll get back to the commission that I've been putting off, because this video has been being filmed alongside making the red pandas. This is the head. I've not been filming as much of the red panda stuff because the big one is killing me and I'm procrastinating and I'm aware of this. But we make do, we go on, we soldier forward. For now, I'm going to stop procrastinating, get to putting on the combs, beaks, and feet. And then we will check back in at the end so you guys can see the finished guys. Thumbs up. Yay. It has been time since I have filmed. I am a tired guy. My throat kind of hurts because I just woke up. It happens. But the important part is, I finished them all. So we have all of the children. Kind of. So, this took longer than I thought it would because I kind of hit a funk. It happens. Stop falling. Sometimes in life, when you have a crochet business, you hit where you finish a big project. For me, it was a big commission that you guys have already seen by the point this one's coming out. The red panda stuff, you can view that up here. Oh god, I'm a mess today. But the big thing is that when you have those big commissions, sometimes you have to take a couple minutes and sit and rest, and by minutes I mean days. So, these are finally finished. Here they all are in my arms. I did take a few of them to a market already. There was originally 10 of these guys. There are 9 of them here because the darkest one already sold. They were just like, yeah, I'll take that black chicken. I'm like, okay, enjoy. I hope that you have a great time with him. So, we have 9 left for me to show off. I think that well, he's waving at you. I think that I did a pretty good job. They're very cute. It's one of those where chickens are a popular thing to sell. But most crochet artists I've met make the Mabel chicken by Oak and Marlowe, I believe is the name. And it is a very cute pattern. It's a very easy to market prep pattern. Do not get me wrong on that when I'm talking about this. I think that it is very important for the crochet ecosystem that a lot of people make them and sell them. However, a big part of my niche, and the reason that I sell as well as I do, averaging $400 to $600 profit per market, is because I have watched thousands of hours of market research. I've watched hundreds of different artists go to markets and sell. And there's those videos that's like, if you want to sell stuff, make this list. Don't make that list. That's it. You can have a couple of items from it. I have the leggy frogs that are always on the people's lists. But I instead find an alternative style of the same pattern. So chickens, I make these ones with the wings and the feet. And I do Stardew Valley inspired colors a lot of the time. I'll have the white, the sandy tweed, wherever I have those. Dark color. I have some blue ones I'm going to make soon. I Instead of having the normal loaf cats, I make cube cats that are another free pattern. And I put them on the edge of baskets and people go gaga over them. The key is that you want to differentiate yourself. And no one in the market can tell you how to do that because they've already differentiated themselves. They're already an original that has a foothold. And if you do the same thing as them, it'll look like you're copying them. Instead, I make a point that I focus in on mushroom sprites. I make a lot of dragons. I have fantasy clothing, which is not something that a lot of people take to their markets because it is hard to get what you deserve off of those items. But I take them, they grab people's attention. The parents look at the clothing and the craftsmanship of them, while the kids go crazy. They're like, I've never seen these plushies before. I've seen this one, I guess, other places, but I've never seen these ones before. And due to the quality of my work and the fact that it's different, people remember me. I am probably not equipped to be giving business advice, but that is the biggest thing that I have learned in my time, is that it is important to have similar enough, but different. To answer the original question of this video, the answer of how many chickens I can make with one skein of my brunette yarn is 10. I have 9 of them here. That's fine. With that answer, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you're going to do one of those 3 things, make it subscribing so you can see all the other interesting things I make around here, as well as help me out in getting to 500 subscribers. I want to say thank you guys for how close we are already. I am hoping to get to 500 and to get the proper number of watch hours so that I can start linking my items to these videos so that you guys can actually see my website stuff without having to go to another link, you know? I think that'd be fun. If you want to support me other ways, you can go to my Ribbler and buy patterns. You can go to my website down in the description. You can go to my social media on other sites like Instagram, Facebook, whatever, all that jazz. Today's question of the day is, did you guess higher or lower on how many chickens my skein of yarn would make? I guessed lower, so I lost. My guess was 8. I got 10. Let me know, comments below. With that, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.